Today I'm really encouraged by the turnout in Kelowna. We have 60 people that came, and from young people to old-timers, and the kind of engagement I saw is very encouraging. Plus, I heard a lot of stories, compelling stories, personal stories.
My dad married my mother in 1910, but she didn't come to this country until 1920 because of the $500 head tax and the cost. So, $500, I'm not sure what, if we equate it to today's dollar, what it would be worth today. But just think, $500, somebody said that's at least 2 years' work in those days. So when you have to pay the head tax and then of course transportation and so on, so that's a lot of dollars that one has to save, besides have to live on a very meager income that they have.
I am fully in favor of an apology, and also not just an apology, a greater awareness of the legislation and the effects that it did have on families and still does have on families. My grandmother's husband died when my mother was 9 years old, and due to some of the discrimination that my grandmother was facing, she decided that they should fully assimilate, and my mother was not allowed to speak Chinese anymore. It's something they still argue about, and my mom feels a great deal of pain about.
As a result of these laws, it's natural that some of the Caucasians took the government's lead and implemented their own forms of racist and discriminatory acts for their own personal gain and for some assumed level of superiority. Then, as natural, their children emulated their parents and elders, leading to racist, discriminatory, and bullying behavior at school and other activities.
In 1969, before we have a chance to come to Canada, and the first day when I go to school, someone grabbed a rock, smashed my forehead, and spit on my face. And what they tell me? Go home, go back where you come from. And I have to crawl between someone's leg to go into my class. Now I hope we can teach the next new generation and stop the racism. Learn how to respect and appreciate it, helping each other. Do not forget the old generation sacrificed for us.
Today is very different because of the time, but the quality of the presentation is a personal story that we can share with them.